Alright, hello everyone, Internet Tomato here. I thought that this was... As soon as I did the photo mode, all these guys seem to be running towards me. Just kind of weird. I guess they're all going fishing. But anyway, just wanted to talk to the people in Ron's Tavern. Elaine, we're essentially done here. We have very few to go over at this point. Hey, Tadgan.
That all?
Nothing. That's it. That's it. Okay, I wasn't sure if there'd be anything more.
I promise I'll kick your rump.
Nope.
Alive, drinking, and among friends. Can't ask for more.
Uh-huh. Fantastic. And Ron? Yeah, I knew he had a little bit to say. I couldn't remember how much, though. Alright, tell me about your tavern.
You mean the old pier? Well, first of all, it's not that old. Brennan was already the captain when it was built. Why is it called that? Don't know. Probably because of all those old folks around. A lot has been happening here lately. Plenty of new faces. I definitely can't complain. I'm finally running a proper tavern. People come and go and the regulars drink as usual, as it should be. Daddy will be proud.
Mm-hmm. Did your father also run a tavern?
Aye, not here, obviously. You won't see your old man here unless your name's Dara. Mine sent me here because he hoped I'd make something out of my life. He never wanted me to pour a beer and look at the same tired mugs day in, day out, but as it turns out, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I got mauled by a weird beast during a hunt, and after that, the captain decided I wasn't any good for active service, so he sent me here. I was bored out of my mind, and since there wasn't one here, I decided to start a tavern. At least I'm not as bored anymore.
Okay. Well, lovely. And we got the new journal entry. I suppose that is true. We're probably going to be getting them all. Oh, he's gone. I guess I'll just talk to him another time. There's also Mansad or Mansid, whoever his name is, if you guys remember. But he's in the corner. He says a few things that I don't remember. But I think that he discusses the whole biting situation. But sadly, he must be elsewhere. Alright, so we have like 2 more people to talk to here, then I think that we're through. I could talk to them again, the old couple, because I only talked to him as a couple. Hey, Ellis. Yeah, I guess I'll ask him about the strange dream.
Aye, there was a dream. Strangest bloody thing out of all the strange shite I've seen.
Not saying a lot.
When we woke up, we realised that every one of us had a weird night. I was out in the wild. I had this feeling like something was chasing me. But it was Col who really had it rough. Poor sod was moping around afterwards like he'd been hit by a sack of bricks.
Poor guy. Did Cole tell you what it was about?
No,
I do.
he didn't talk to me or anyone else in the group. Guess he didn't want us to worry. Especially his lass.
Alright, something about him changed?
Yes and no, to be honest. See, Cole has always been quick to anger, especially when things went sour. And back then, an awful lot of things were going to shite. But this time, I don't know, it felt different. He didn't even bother chatting with Beatrice. Normally, they're a good couple, a real match, if you ask me.
Okay, well, thank you for that. I think they've already talked to DeGald, so all that's left is Frank. Hello.
Something happened. Frank listens. Beatrice made a good decision. This place holds only pain and memories for her.
Oh, wow, there's a lot here. Okay, I heard you had a strange dream.
Frank doesn't know dream. Frank calls them visions. And yes, Frank had one not long ago. Alone, surrounded by wolves. They were no aggressive, so Frank felt no fear. It was they who feared Frank. Then, I caught the scent of blood and followed it. But I did not reach the end. The vision stopped. Now, Frank waits for the next one, to see what's ahead.
You're not from here, are you?
I'm not from anywhere. Frank is attached to nowhere. I found a home with Dugald. I owe him a life debt.
Yes, he mentioned that before. So you're from the Dalriada, right?
Frang was never a dull reader. Not without a name. Without a name, you are nobody in the tribe. Like me. And if that lasts too long, you must leave. I left and became Frang. Frang. A name, and not a name.
Great. So what happened?
Nothing happened to Frang. A stray, taken in by a miller. That's all.
Would you like to be a Dalriada?
Frang cannot be a Dalriada. His mother was. But the tribe decided that he was not worthy of a name. That is why he's not of the tribes.
Do you know a Dalriada named Conquer?
Mm-hmm. Conquer. Wolf. Strong. Important name. Not seen in the south for a long time. Must be dead.
Accurate. You're right. Because I killed him. What do you think of the Horns of the South?
A place without a leader. As I see it, it will finally fall apart. One way or another.
Well, thanks for that, Frank. How do you know?
There are no tales about a place that survived without a strong leadership. And it's not about kings, nobleshites, or chieftains. Titles are just words that pull the wool over a man's eyes. What's needed is a strong soul with a strong name. And their names mean as much as Frang's. Which is to say, nothing.
Okay. And what about people that you came here with?
Now they're a bit like Frang. Strays with no home. But Reese is strong, despite what happened with Cole. Ellis. He's funny. I like him. Rawson. I know nothing about her. And Dugald. A man who became Frang's father. He has my gratitude.
Okay. And how about the people living here?
Don't bother.
Okay. Have you met the Keepers?
Frang never met the Keepers, but the unnamed boy did. Once, a few of them, many years ago, we fought. The unnamed boy survived even though he showed fear. Shouldn't do that.
Wait, what? Why did the unnamed boy fight with the Keepers? He's not talking about himself, right? Because he said Frang didn't, the unnamed boy did. Okay. Maybe that he may be talking about when he was very little. Why did the unnamed boy fight the Keepers?
The Keepers approached the camp of the boy's people, but that past
Yeah.
belong to Frang. I'm Frang.
Right. Okay. Well, we already got this part done. I thought that there were more people to talk to, but I guess not. Yeah, we're just going to be teleporting out of here. We don't have too many people to discuss with. I do need to... I can't complete the Druid Circle one, or whatever it's called, the Cromlech quest of repairing it until after I complete the Barak quest. I don't want to mess that up. I think the only person to talk to, pretty sure, is in here. And I saved this one for last for reasons. Because he talks so slow. Hello. Hey, Riderick. Okay, tell me about the museum.
It began in the year 542. It is the crowning achievement of a group of keepers who were fascinated with Sewell Firstfoot. It took them years of tremendous effort to finally open an institution devoted to research and education, worthy of commemorating Sewell's great legacy. The first keeper of the museum was Gladwin Flanagan, who was personally appointed by Captain Berach the Black.
Seawall, I think I heard about him.
I don't doubt it, since Sewell Firstfoot was a remarkable figure, well known to every keeper. Drawing on available sources, we can claim with almost absolute certainty that Sewell Firstfoot was the first man who ever set foot on the island of Avalon. As you can probably guess, that's where his moniker, First Foot, comes from.
Great. Okay. But that was just the first of his many great deeds.
Oh, of course. Sewell was an outstanding commander whose strategic mind, bravery, and charisma contributed to our capture of the South from the Four Dwellers. He was also the founder of the Horns of the South, so I can say with absolute conviction that if it were not for Sewell Firstfoot, we wouldn't even be standing here having this conversation.
Mm-hmm. Exhibits, what exactly do you have?
The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South from the 1st to the 6th century of the Avalonian era. Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles, coins, religious artifacts.
Okay, interesting. What exhibits are the most remarkable? Which, by the way, I did write that down, the Avalonian era, because I guess that's how they distinguish time, eras, because it's whatever, it's like 630 AE then. Interesting. What exhibits are the most remarkable?
I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think to be the most notable, or subjectively, of course, the most interesting. Those would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot. We have his signal horn, and also his boots. Those boots were the first to touch Avalonian soil. What is also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself during his visit to the Horns of the South in the 15th year of the Avalonian era.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. You have his authentic book. You have Seawall's authentic boots. Can you tell me about them?
Yes, it's remarkable, isn't it? You can find them in the central display. Sewell's boots were sewn from 3 pieces of tanned calfskin, tied at the top with a leather strap. The seam goes through the middle of the instep, which is decorated with ornamental embroidery. On the outer side of each shoe, you can find a decorative brass buckle with the motif of the Camelotian bear. It is notable that even after 600 years, they are still excellently preserved, which is unusual considering the high humidity in this area. It means that even the keepers of that time must have realized the historical value of Sewell's boots, and therefore made sure to adequately preserve them.
Okay, cool. And the signal horn sounds interesting.
It is indeed an interesting exhibit. The horn was used by Sewell during wartime, not only for signaling, but also for intimidation. It is 50 centimeters long and made of the horn of an ox. It is the color of yellowed bone, with some ash-gray discoloration on the narrow end. It has a brass mouthpiece and silver fittings on its wider side and at the middle. The shape of the fittings suggests that the horn was hanging on a leather strap, which unfortunately has not survived to this day.
Okay. Okay, tell me about... I don't know. Okay, tell me about the 600-year-old play. It must be so interesting.
Of course it's interesting. I don't understand how it could not be. It is part of our history, our cultural heritage. But I digress. The tableware is made of tin coated with silver. It consists of a plate, a bowl, and a chalice. The edges are decorated with the motifs of Camelot, a crown and a bear. However, those ornaments are of visibly low quality. That detail, and the fact that those are the only wares from that time that have survived to this day, leads us to conclude that this set was cast specifically for that occasion, and that it was finished by a person unfamiliar with this kind of craft, perhaps a blacksmith or an armorer.
So interesting. Okay, I'll ask about something else. King Arthur and his people must have arrived here on ships. What happened to them?
Oh, truly? I never expected to hear such a naive question. What do they teach you in those rural schools? Likely nothing, which would explain why Avalon is in such a deplorable state. But you are fortunate, for I never refuse access to knowledge to those who wish to expand it. Saras, the flagship of King Arthur's fleet, was an exceptionally impressive construction of oak and ash wood. Unfortunately, it fell victim to rebels. A group of unfortunate individuals, misled by the empty promises of Merlin's apprentice Nimue, dared to seize Saras, and several smaller vessels also, in a clumsy attempt to return to the homelands. All of this in the midst of wartime turmoil on the eve of victory. Naturally, such treason could not go unpunished. King Arthur ordered Merlin to summon a terrible storm that dragged the rebels to the bottom of the sea. He did so to prevent anyone else from following in their footsteps. He wisely believed that returning to their homelands amounted to little more than a romanticized form of extended suicide. Honor and glory to King Arthur for that decision. Had more people followed the rebels' example, Avalon would not have retained enough population to maintain stability and form a functioning society.
I do find that really interesting that he knows that story. This must have been added into the game, because there's no way he said this before. I would have remembered this. This is very interesting, because I could have sworn that this was supposedly a secret that Arthur called for this storm to stop Nimue and Saras and whatnot. The other thing that I do think is interesting, which I don't know, I'm going to have to try to figure out how this makes sense. Because, right, my guy asked about why aren't there ships from when, what's his face? Seawall first landed. And then he's like, oh, well, Saras tried to escape, then it all went down into the ocean. So, I'm a little confused by that, as in a lot of confused. But, okay. I am actually very confused by that statement. I'm probably going to have to listen to that again to understand it. But anyway, it's been great listening to you. Can you tell me something else?
Really? Do you mean it? Thank you. That's really nice to hear. I'm not used to positive feedback. Usually people only come here when they've had too much to drink and decided that it'd be fun to come over and start mocking me, or touching the exhibits with their greasy fingers. The last person who seemed to actually be interested in the museum was Lady Elaine. We talked a bit about Captain Lex and the trip that ended tragically in the year 513. It was described in The Last Voyage of the Andraste. An interesting read, although I'd say it should be classified as fiction. Lady Elaine thought differently. Apparently she's looking for the wreck of the Andraste. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I found it. Maybe I should meet her.
Definitely. Personally, I believe that people gifted with curious minds should share their observations, for there's always a chance it will result in new developments. You should find Lady Elaine in the tavern, or somewhere close to it. Good luck.
Okay, we have talked to everybody. We did I think, every single conversation we can possibly have with anybody in the Horns. I might have missed the person, but I think not. So it is now time to finally continue. I'm not going to talk to Arthur. I don't feel like it. I feel like I've talked to way too many people. So we're going to be continuing here. But yeah, that was a little bit confusing about the whole Saris explanation. That's got to be something new. And I think I'm just going to go. I'm going to do the main quest. Let's open up the world, shall we? But yeah, it was a little bit confusing with the Saris explanation.
Nothing ever happens.
I don't quite get it. I'm definitely going to have to listen to it again. Hello, friends. Alright. Time to finally meet with Brandon.
We need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dolriada, honor matters more than life itself. We gave you our word.
But do you realize taking this temple was a terrible idea, right? It's just gonna speed up Camelot's intervention.
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading? Or do you just not like the All-Mother?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mera.
That doesn't answer my question. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes. How did you even get in here?
Whoever she is, I can't say she likes
Oh, yeah.
courage. We don't usually take visitors, so she must have found a way to get here.
I forgot I'm a girl. I'm looking for the captain of the Horns. I have the pin.
Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be involved. I trust you to know what should be shared, and what's best kept to yourself.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got courage. So tell me, who are you, and what do you need from me?
Good questions. I want to wield Excalibur.
Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Every fool on Avalon knows that.
Yeah, well, Caradoc claims you know how to do it.
Ah, Caradoc. Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving around were his. Fine. Yes, every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, one of those secrets is how to touch Excalibur and survive. But nothing in life is free. You know that. Do something for me, and I might consider sharing our greatest secret with you.
Of course it couldn't be easy. What do you want me to do?
Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck. And I hate it when somebody's breathing down my neck. Even worse, One-Eye's men says he's already set up camp at our old stronghold in the west.
Tell me about Galahad.
Oh, he's got a lot on his conscience. He leaves a trail of fire and ruins everywhere he goes. He keeps preaching that fire purifies all. Galahad doesn't bother with politics, because he doesn't have to. But from what I've heard, even Camelot's getting tired of him. Sometimes, you've got to talk to people. No need to chase after them with a bloody torch. You'll see soon enough how fanatical he is. Galahad's the last thing the Horns of the South need right now.
So what about, what does Galahad want?
In theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table. But that's just theory. In reality, they treat us like we're beneath them. They demand we supply them with food and protect the South, and all we get in return are threats that Galahad will be sent to put us in our place. I met him once. He's no knight. He's a butcher. Bloody windfucker will fly from Camelot to the Orns just to hang half of the garrison for whatever he himself will perceive as disobedience or treason. And, I can assure you, there won't be any investigating when he arrives.
Is Galahad really that dangerous?
Don't tell me you're that naive. Do you know how he earned the title The Pure? It's because he somehow got it into his thick skull that evil is everywhere, and the best way to deal with it is to burn it all away. So, he goes round setting everything on fire. I mean, yeah, sure, it's pure after that, because there's nothing left. Well, except for the charred corpses. But nobody in Camelot seems to care about those. My arse is purer than this guy, even after I take a huge dump.
So what do you want from me?
Galahad needs to die, obviously. That'll solve most of our problems. We'll just say he had an unfortunate accident. I don't know, fell on a pitchfork or something, and sweep it under the rug, yeah?
Fell on a pitchfork.
Well, then we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time anyone from Camelot decides to act, it'll be too late.
So you want me to kill a Knight of the Round Table?
Well, what's wrong with that? It's him or us. If we let him snoop around here any longer, he's going to uncover our plan to protect the South. And if that happens, trust me, you'll be going down with me.
What a great guy. Does Galahad really have to die for there to be peace?
I don't see any way out of this that doesn't end in open war between Camelot and the tribes. Not to mention, half of my men will probably end up burned at the stake for treason or some other drummed-up charges. And I can't openly risk a coup. That would only make matters even more complicated. So, as you can see, you're the only one who can do this. The choice is yours.
I love how he just met me like 60 seconds ago, and he's like, everything hinges on you, by the way. Classic RPG. Anyway, aren't you allied with the Knights of the Round Table?
In theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table.
Yes, he said that.
But that's just theory. In reality, they've been trying to suppress us. And the fact they're funding most of our operations, like building the new lighthouse, for instance, doesn't exactly help things.
So I get rid of Galahad, and you'll tell me about Excalibur?
Yeah, it's that simple.
All right. Cool. Sure.
Just flash that pin to his guards. They'll let you in without a problem. And now, excuse me, I have things to do before the matter is settled.
Success. I'm gonna try to talk to the big man. Where is he? Is that the One Eye? I thought that One Eye was here. You're not One Eye. Okay, I could be blind. That's always a possibility. Also, I think there's like... Hello. Aren't there like 3 of these? I'll take all this, thank you. Yeah, I can't make an offering. That might be the final one, which, yeah, is there a relief somewhere. I don't see it. Maybe that's the final one. Because I know that you can trade 3 normal amulets for a true All-Mother amulet. Which is something I would probably want to do. I don't know why I took that, but I did. I just like stealing, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, from what I read, if you're able to get 3... But yeah, I don't know where one I went. But if you're able to get the 3 false or regular All-Mother amulets, you can get 1 true one. You can trade it in. I've heard that. I don't know if it's true. I have 1, I think. I need to get 2 others. So it'll be a minute before that succeeds. Also, I never leveled up. I just realized. We should get on that. Okay, we're going to head back down, and then we're going to do a quick little level up.
I wasn't made to wait.
You weren't made to wait. Got it. Alright. Just place it anywhere. Okay, so I thought about it for a little bit, but not too much. There's several things I probably want to do. For one, endurance needs to raise eventually just because there are several things I want to equip that requires more endurance. It's the same thing with strength. I'm going to need to get that up because there will be weapons I'm going to eventually want to have. So I think that we will do strength, and I think I'm going to be continuing with the crit chance, I think. I hope that that's the right call. It's hard to tell. There's not too many ways to, as I've said before, there's not too many ways to upgrade or you know, make the, not sword and board, the spell sword, spell blade. There's not too many ways for that to work out in terms of abilities that you can use, but that is a path that I can do, that I can level into. So I think I'm going to be focused on that. Also, eventually I should get things that give me bonuses whenever I do. Is he here? Oh man, that's going to be tough. I don't feel confident. I really don't feel confident. I think I might want to level up once before I fight him. So let's go to Barak instead. I'd feel safe to go to Barak. Safer. Oh, thought they were dead. My bad. Hello, men here looking death statue. Oh, hello.
We're being watched.
Where's your master? I thought he was down here somewhere. What are they doing? What are they doing? Dude. Weirdo. Okay. What? How am I missing this dude? I die. There we go. Yeah, I don't know where the other one went, because typically there is a disgraced nobleman here that's a lot harder to deal with. I could have sworn I killed them together last time I was here, so they should have both respawned, but I guess not. Hello. Also, there is something to loot. I don't remember the exact spot. I'm not sure. Let's just talk to Barak. Hey, Barak.
Heavens above! What have you done? You shouldn't be here. Definitely should not. There's no escape from this place. Just look at me. I'm stuck here for good.
You're stuck, but you can get up and leave any time.
Get up and leave? What a joke. Oh, no, no. It's not that simple. And if you value your life, you'll stay here too. My curse is contagious.
What?
Just look at this boulder. This one here. It tried to kill me. And it wasn't an accident, oh no. And you, I guess, were just curious what you could find under this famous road? Dear me, you found a whole load of bad luck, and a curse to boot. But, well, if we're to die together, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Barak, a knight. Or perhaps a would-be knight. I don't know anymore.
So, we can't come out from under the bridge because something bad will happen?
You just try leaving, and you'll see. This stone block broke off the King's Road when I was sleeping. If it had fallen a few inches closer, I'd have ended up a bloody stain.
If you're afraid, maybe you really should say. Maybe it was a coincidence.
There is no such thing as a coincidence. The gods aren't lazy. And the one who cursed me gets along with the gods pretty well.
About the curse, where does it come from?
I didn't bring it upon myself. It was that damn priest clad in red. With just one look, he brought misfortune upon me. And then I brought it to Limray.
Poor horse. Who's Limray?
Oh, my dearest Limray. We had a wonderful time together. I've never had a better steed. She carried the weight of the world. Me, that is. Then one day she just died. A rather rude goodbye, considering how long we'd known each other.
How does the curse manifest?
Well, it's obvious, don't you see? This stone block almost killed me. Lemray died before that. I was also attacked by bandits on the road and almost spotted by a band at Del Rita. Before that, somebody stole all of my money. And my helmet, of all things.
But you survived all that. Maybe you're lucky.
Nonsense. You'll see. Soon something will bite me and I'll die. Or another boulder will fall and crush me to death.
Okay, well, can I help somehow?
I would like to leave this place, that's true. I'd like to find someone to reverse the curse, but I can't go myself. Do you really want to help me?
Yeah, why not? No problem, I'll return with an answer.
I'm not going anywhere, but I look forward to your return.
Yeah, poor Barak. He's in his own head. Poor Limray. Just a goner. Man. Yeah, again, Barak is interesting because there is something special about him, but it's never really explored. I know. The deer was minding its own business, but I killed him. I'm horrible. Get back here. I like having stuff. Okay. I'm gonna head back to the horns once I kill this corpse eater. There you go. I guess I could steal this stuff. Oh, doesn't hurt. But yeah, I'm gonna head back to the horns. The other thing they actually do need to do, which maybe I'll do now, we're gonna go to the sunken village and do a little bit of a slaughter. Okay, is that all I need? Maybe. I'm doing that so that I'm able to do the Drenner Carapace, because that is my next... I only got... Okay, well, I should probably kill another one, if there's another one nearby. Thank you. Thank you for that. I don't remember. I thought that maybe there's no more drowners on this side now that I think about it. I think it's just undead corpse eaters and then the flame gobblers. So I'm going to poof over here next and just kill the ones that are around me. Hello. This has got to be enough to accomplish the quest once I kill all these guys. I'm not getting what I need though. I don't see too many around here. I do. Oh, you're already dead. Okay. Maybe we're at enough at this point. There you go. I think that we're in the clear. I feel like I am doing fairly well with the spear. I mean, I guess these guys are also easy to kill, but yeah, I feel like I'm doing well with the spear. Also, I do want to go down under at some point. I don't know when. Maybe I'll be completing quests first, and then I'll go back to the Corpse Eater. But I don't know. We'll see. I do need to talk to Barak, and I'm going to talk to Barak. I do need to talk to Jan Heber. Or Jan. And then I'm going to do the Carapace here. It must be. It must be guaranteed at this point, right? It's gotta be. I don't need these for anything. Oh yeah, it's already guaranteed. Okay, we'll leave it like this. Hey, we got a +1. Cool. Hey, you'll never guess. I made the armor.
You've done it again! Oh, there's real craftsmanship in this one. Keep this up, and folks will be coming to you instead of me. Oh, I've got something else for you, friend. This one will make you sweat, but hopefully you'll come out as sharp as my finest blade.
Sure. Drowner? Wait. Oh, Revenant. Okay, I was gonna say more Drowner armor? That can't be right. Okay, we need the Revenant. So this is the stuff that's actually good. Like, exceptional. Okay, you just need to kill people. Sounds... You just need to kill them. Okay, so I can't... We can't do weak, which, by the way, is this skulls? Yeah. Can I just select a number? No. Still weak. I need a regular. Regular. Yeah, man. This is... Okay. I'm not... maybe I'm just such a terrible craftsman. Oh, now I'm at regular. I must just be such a terrible craftsman, right? Or am I just stupid? Why is it... Okay, here. Let's do this. It's guaranteed. Wait, what? How did I get... Oh my gosh, I lost all that stuff. That's what I was talking about, why I want it to be guaranteed. How did that happen? Wait, what? Let's go back to handcrafting. If I was to... Oh, no, I can't. I don't even have enough loot. Because I had it at, like, this level. Didn't I? Because if it's worse... Because it's chance for worse. If it's worse, it goes to weak. It goes to weak whatever. It doesn't go all the way to broken. How did that... Okay, that must be a bug. Like, unless I read it wrong. And it did say weak festering chest guard. I'm going to have to look back at that because that should not have happened. Unless it said weak. Very weird. But I lost pretty much all the stuff I need to make that armor. Which is such a bummer. Very frustrating. Because it's going to take me a very long time to get all that stuff back. And to then try one of the two things I need to make. Hello. I met a knight who's convinced that he's cursed.
A curse? Fascinating. Let me think. Wait, no, I don't need to think. My useless Camelot education only taught me what could be proven. So, we never covered the existence of curses in class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like he truly believes that he doesn't want to come out from under the bridge.
Let me think. Among people of science, there is an opinion that the mind can get sick, just like the lungs or the heart. I fully agree. If a person believes there's a curse, it will come true, whether real or not. Sometimes the right mixture of herbs, certain habits, and some carefully chosen words can save a person, even when they're deep in the throes of despair or madness. This is a field more suited for druidic magic, however, since Camelot is stuck on the theory and doesn't seem to make any progress with the practice. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a tangible solution, but I hope I've pointed you in the right direction.
You sure did. Thank you, Jan. Much appreciated. Okay. I'm gonna check the time. Which, by the way, I should have like a timer more so available more often or whatever. Like for a short period of time in like the last playthrough, I would have a timer that would tell me how long I've been recording, but I kind of stopped doing that because I realized, nah, I can pretty much guesstimate. I'm just gonna have to run down there. Alright, so we're gonna go down to Age of Excuse, get what I need to fix Barak, and then we'll probably call it after that. I don't know if I've talked to the druid actually in full. Maybe I have already. Also, I do need to start killing a lot of skeletons, so I am gonna have to find a lot of undead. Man, I don't want to go down there because there's red caps. I'll just stay on this side. Alright. Well, that went easy. Alright, come on, Quirko. We got a druid to talk to. Alright. I don't know if we really need milkweed and all that stuff. I just grab it while I'm there. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Do you need more fish? Okay, I met a knight who's convinced that he's been cursed.
Oh, how terrible. And he's stuck somewhere, afraid to leave his safe spot, I presume? Poor soul. As far as abysmal living conditions go, I'm starting to think my cave might not be so bad. At least I can leave whenever I please. Not that I would ever want to.
Great, maybe you'll stop complaining so much.
I wouldn't count on it.
Okay, didn't you hear what I said about him being cursed?
Yes, I heard. I just didn't find it immediately relatable. Anyway, the curse. And how does it manifest?
He said he keeps trying to kill him.
Well, if it hasn't succeeded yet, it's either a lousy curse or... Tell me, how does he act? Does he seem incapable of focusing, prone to outbursts, muttering to himself, stubborn as a mule?
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Well, it isn't a curse at all. It's an ailment of the mind that forces the afflicted to seek meaning where there is none, and then base their life decisions on what they find. In extreme cases, such a person can, for example, starve themselves to death, or kill anyone who looks at them the wrong way. It's not a pleasant condition, but it's treatable.
Alright, what can I do?
You need to take a Grindylows tooth, powder it, mix it with sage, and pour the disgusting result into some alcohol. Give it to him and say, I don't know, something along the lines of, with the power of nature, I've released you from the power of the evil eye. Nature closes the eyelid of the eye to reverse the flow of negative energy from... something like that, blah, 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 blah. Well, it doesn't really matter. Just throw in the name of the poor sod at the end and he should be magically cured.
Okay, how can I be sure it'll make him better?
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Since the curse isn't real, the ritual to break it also isn't real. It's all purely symbolic. But it works better if the one who performs it believes in the power of the spell. If you do it poorly, the knight might sense your insincerity, and his reaction could be unpredictable.
Okay. I don't know why I'm saying I need help. I need help.
Do you know? Oh, I'm intrigued. Go on. What appears to be the problem?
I don't know if I remember this. I performed a ritual at an ancient cromlech and something bad happened.
And I gather it was supposed to happen? Oh, don't worry, I'm not judging. What you do in your spare time is between you and your conscience. Anyway, please continue.
It was a druidic prank.
Aha, one of those. They used to be very popular back in the day. A few friends of mine once spent weeks trying to decide what they thought would be the best prank in history. They had everything. A charred scroll and a malicious spirit trapped and ready to summon. Then they even came up with their own potion. Oh, poor sods.
What happened?
Oh, well, they decided to check if it worked. Unfortunately, it turned out that the spirit was angrier than expected, and that the potion made a person more susceptible to possession. To this day, I'm glad I was too busy to end up disemboweled on the forest floor.
Sounds like a waste of time. Sounds rough.
Funny you should say that, because a lot of the elders thought as much. Doing pranks like that was usually heavily discouraged, which was probably one of the reasons why they became so popular.
Okay. By the way, it used to be that if you were to ask him about anything else, but go right into the quest, like typically he gives you like 3 options, and if you didn't choose the one that leads to this quest every time, then you are unable to do the quest. So they did change that. I did read that in the changelog some time ago, but now I have the evidence that it is in fact true. The Cromlech now looks like something from a nightmare.
God's damned southern druids. I dread to think what they were doing in that place. Don't worry, it's probably nothing a good cleansing can't fix.
Alright, can you do it? Or, well, yeah, it looks dangerous. We can't leave it like this.
That seems like your problem. If I help you, what's in it for me?
Fish, can you do it?
I guess I could, but what's in it for me?
Yes, you already said that. Here's some food. Blueberry.
Now you're talking. Right. If you don't mind, I'll take my payment up front.
Hey.
Splendid. Meet me at the Cromlech. I will need your assistance with the ritual.
Okay. So, I'm going to have to let him live this time in that quest, because in order to complete the whole Barak thing, I'm pretty sure I have to return to him after. I don't know, it's been a bit. I thought that I did. But anyway, I'm going to be ending it here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Please consider subscribing if you've yet to do so. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. See you later. Bye-bye.